North Africa, 1943. For the American tankers, it's their first combat mission of the war, a baptism of fire. They thought they had the best equipment, they thought they were well prepared. But war has a way of shattering expectations. The command was clear: follow my orders, attack. Against the relentless German Afrika Korps, it's kill or be killed. Distance 500 meters, tank at 12:30, fire at will. Leading the German onslaught is Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox. Rommel's command: it is your task to shoot, 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 echoes through the battlefield. The Americans' only hope lies with General George Patton. His guts give his men the nerve to stand and fight. The armies of two of the greatest tank commanders of World War II, Patton and Rommel, face off turret to turret in the Battle of Tunisia, November 1942. At El Alamein, the British 8th Army deals a crushing blow to Rommel's forces. With just 64 tanks left, the Afrika Korps retreats across 2,500 kilometers of desert to Tunisia. There they face an Allied force, including the US 1st Armored Division, armed with the new Sherman tank. The Sherman, fast and powerful, proved a winner at El Alamein. The Americans, confident and cocksure, believe they're ready, but they're rookies, untested in the cauldron of war. Rommel, facing a shortage of men and arms, gets a lifeline when the 5th Panzer Army lands in Tunisia. They bring with them powerful anti-tank guns and long-barreled Panzer IVs. By January, the Germans field 300 panzers and over 100,000 troops. The fate of North Africa hangs in the balance. Whoever wins here wins it all. January 31st. The Germans dig in at Fight Pass, waiting for the Americans. The initial engagement is brutal. The German 88, the most lethal weapon on the battlefield, has a clear line of view to destroy Sherman tanks from over 2 kilometers away. The only way the Americans can outdo them is face them head-on. But when the 88 is positioned right, it's deadly. Despite the Americans' bravado, they are outgunned and outmaneuvered. The German panzers advance, and the rookie Americans are taught a harsh lesson. But the tide of war is ever shifting. As the dust settles, the Americans learn from their mistakes. Enter General George Patton. Blunt and brash, Patton transforms the US forces. His task: convert an army that retreats into one that stands and fights. Patton's reinvigorated forces reoccupy the mountain passes, blocking the German escape route at El Gheta. On March 23, 1943, the Germans advance up the pass, but this time Patton's tank destroyers are ready. The panzers, moving at a snail's pace, run into a fortified American line. Through a grueling 12-hour battle, the Americans hold firm. The losses are immense on both sides, but this time the battlefield belongs to Patton. By May 13, 1943, more than 250,000 German troops in Tunisia surrender to the Allied forces. El Gheta is the Americans' first armored victory of the war. For Patton and his battle-hardened tankers, this is just the beginning. Their journey will ultimately lead to victory in Europe. The Battle of Tunisia closes the chapter on Rommel's Afrika Korps, but it's the dawn of a new era for Patton's army.